Guten Morgen. Buongiorno tutti. Well, we are going to be starting to do something a little bit different um, for the travel edition. Basically, obviously I got a lot of stuff on my plate, and I'm not able to do all the stuff that I want to do. Like, for example, the travel edition. I've been wanting to go, and even beyond travel edition, this is something I've been wanting to do for quite some time, is to go to Bonaire. And I'm going to take you there right now. And we're going to talk about what Bonaire is. So, Bonaire is part of the ABC Islands. And let's see if we can take a look at those islands right now. So, there you go. We just passed them. Let's slow down. So, there's Bonaire. And there is Curacao. And there is Aruba, Jamaica. Oh, the pretty. Okay, I promised you guys I wouldn't sing on the show, but I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, so this is to give you some perspective. Here is planet Earth, North America, South America, and then in the middle, we have the Caribbean. You got Cuba, Haiti, Jamaica, which Ray, one of my favorite subscribers, is going to be going to pretty soon. So we probably going to be doing a Jamaica episode pretty soon. But anyways, there's Puerto Rico, not Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico. And I lost Bonaire. Oh, man. I lost it. There it is. Okay, there's Bonaire. So it's just north of South America. So there's South America, there's Venezuela, and there is Bonaire. So guess who was the original founders of this island, Bonaire? I believe the Arawak Indians, who came there by canoe from Venezuela. So they got in their little canoes right here on the coast, and then they went and they paddled or whatever they did, and ended up somehow in the beautiful island of Bonaire. So here we are in Bonaire. So what's the big deal about Bonaire? Well, let's take a quick look at some of these photos here. First of all, let's go straight to Lac Bay. Lac Bay is where it's at, and you're going to see why. Look at that. So before I say anything else, one of the big interests that I have with Bonaire is one of my favorite sports, ultimate sports, is windsurfing. Now, this is Carlyle's picks, so it's really weird that I haven't done any windsurfing episodes, but it's coming eventually. Definitely if I go to Bonaire, you're going to see me windsurfing. But I actually haven't been windsurfing in quite some time, just got too much going on, but I really need to get back to it. One of the things that I really like about windsurfing is, I love speed, I love fast cars and things like that, and motorcycles, but, on the water, think about going as fast as you can. On the highway, it's like, I don't want to get a ticket or a crash and all this kind of stuff. On the water, man. Oh, so not just windsurfing, speed. I want to be like the fastest on the water. What's the name of that guy? Bjorn? I'm not even trying to pronounce his last name, but I used to watch so many of his videos. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you one of his videos right now. Unfortunately, the only video I could find was like 240p or 240p, like potato camera. Sorry about that, but I used to watch, I don't know how to pronounce it, Bjorn Dunkerback. I used to watch him doing the speed trials or whatever, and oh man, I used to watch that video over and over and over again, watching him skipping over those waves, and it's just wow. Windsurfing is just such an amazing sport because of the freedom. I mean, you don't have to worry about the police and crashing. I mean, yeah, if you're going really, really fast, hit the water, it can hurt potentially, but you're not so worried about those kind of things like you would in a car, for example. I mean, look at this. First of all, you got the beauty of the ocean and the wind in your hair, and it's just, well, in my hair, right? You don't have all that noise of the engine and all this kind of stuff. It's a different realm. It's a different world, and I just love it, man. Just do whatever, jumps, full speed, freedom, exhilaration. Your power is being controlled by the wind. I mean, you have control over how you control the sail, but think about it, you can get any gust at any time. Wind could change direction at any time. It's really, really kind of on the edge type of thing, which I really love about it. Even motorcycles, people look at that as really on the edge type of experience, but not compared to windsurfing to me, because a motorcycle is very stable. A car, cars are very stable compared to windsurfing, because again, everything is predictable in those machines. But now when you're using the wind, you're using nature, which is so unpredictable, as your power source, you got to be on edge. You got to be ready for any, change that could happen at any second. And it's a full body thing. You're standing up, you're jumping on all these waves, and you got to keep your balance. You're holding the sail. You got to angle the sail appropriately based on the direction that you're traveling, for your course. And it's just so much going on. It's so exciting, and I really miss windsurfing. And that's one of the reasons why. And I showed you this so you guys can go take a look at this video here on Windsurfing Perth's channel. But that's one of the reasons why this is one of the ultimate destinations for me. I've been planning to go here for so many years. I just never got around to it. And so windsurfing's cool. What's the big deal with Bonaire? Well, the big deal with Bonaire is it's all about Lac Bay. Now, this is not necessarily the best photo, but if I'm not mistaken, you can walk over pretty much most of this, I believe. There might be a little opening right here, but for the most part, I think you can walk over all of this. Now, it doesn't end there. A lot of this is area where you can actually walk. So the way I describe it is it's like this huge pool. It's a natural pool because, the water is super, super clear. This is not the best photo. Let's see if we can get some better photos. The water is super, super clear, like drinking water clear. Look at that photo right there, right? So I love water sports, but I don't like when I can't see my toes. I'm just really, I like to know where I am and what's going on type of thing. I'm going into an environment of all these animals, that's their home, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I just feel more comfortable when I can see my toes, I can see my feet. I don't like being in water where you can't see your feet. So it's a huge thing for me to be in a beach where the water is super, super clear. Now, the other thing is, the ability to walk around this bay is amazing. Now, if you don't windsurf, then you may not realize what the big deal is. And the big deal is basically, if you're going to windsurf, you're going to fall off the board. It just goes to the territory. You're going to be falling off, especially someone like me who's out of experience. So it takes a lot of energy every time you fall off the board. Then you have to uphaul. I remember my terminology. You have to uphaul the sail, which is basically you're pulling the sail out of the water. Now the sail can catch a lot of water when it falls into the water. So when you're trying to lift it up, I mean, there's a technique to how you do it, but it can be a very, very heavy thing to be lifting out of the water. And now you're lifting this thing out of the water while you're standing on this board, which is bobbing around, and it can drain a lot of energy. So the basic idea is you want to limit how much energy you drain every time you fall off the board and you get back on, because that's going to limit how long you can be out there having a blast. So the ability to fall off the board, stand up, walk back onto the board, and continue sailing is so awesome. That is so awesome. That's a huge thing, huge advantage. So you don't have to be swimming and treading water and all this kind of stuff. You're gonna spend most of your time actually windsurfing, which is pretty awesome. And again, I don't like landing in water where I can't see my toes. I don't like being in water where I can't touch the surface of the surface. The bottom, So if I fall in the water and I'm basically treading water instead of me being able to stand up, that's something that bothers me. I just don't like that feeling. I don't like that feeling of just your feet are dangling like that. So for me, this is the ultimate experience. Super, super clear water. You can walk around most of this bay. And again, this photo is not the best. We might have to go and look online at some better photos. I mean, these are beautiful sunsets and stuff, but I want to show you guys the water, which is so awesome. See a little bit of it there. So you can walk around this. So that's really, really convenient for someone who's windsurfing, especially someone like me. I'm out of experience. Even when I was windsurfing, I only got to I would say I just left the beginner phase. So this is a perfect environment for learning to windsurf. And even if you're not learning how to windsurf, I think it'd still be a great place to go to. And this is one of the worldwide destinations, not only for windsurfing but also for diving. So if you guys are into diving, you're into snorkeling, you definitely need to know. Look at this, look at how beautiful that is. You definitely need to know. Or oh wow, they've got the little 360 type of thing going on. This is going to be awesome. You definitely should be aware of Bonaire and check it out if you're a diver, if you're a snorkeler. Is that even a word? Whatever. Oh, look at this, look at this, wow. And that's just a little fishy. Don't worry about it. It looks like a... I don't know. I don't even want to say what that looks like. It probably isn't what I think it is. Look at this. Look at this. Can you see that one over there? Wow. Anyway. I hate... For some of you guys that are saying these are nice cute little fishes, I hate to admit it, but I'm looking at these fish and I'm thinking dinner. I don't know why. They just look delicious for some reason. Oh, that is so mean. Hey, man. You eat seafood too. Most of you guys. So this is an awesome place. Obviously, I'm gonna assume this is beyond the what is it called, inlet, I guess. So because you can see, obviously they can't stand up here, so they're way out there. I still haven't done my diving fins. I can't even speak right now. I haven't done my review yet on my split toe, whatever. It's coming on, guys. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, man. I wish I was there right now. School of fish. I love water sports, man. I love the ocean. Even though I got my little weird quirks about not wanting to be. I mean, I'll do this. Don't get me wrong, but that's the thing. I will embrace my my fears and you know, get outside of my comfort zone. You know, but you know, I do have my concerns. You know, like I generally like to be able to stand up, but you know, when push comes to shove, you know, I would do something like this. And I have done snorkeling where you're pretty deep out there and stuff like that. And you know, I had a great time. You know, I felt nervous. You know, it definitely wasn't something where I felt like super comfortable, but I was comfortable enough to enjoy the experience. I'll definitely do it again. Looking at this, you know, I really wish, well, I don't know about what these things are out there, but anyway, I really would like to be here right now because this looks really awesome. Now let's exit this photo. So that's it, man. So Bonaire, check it out. Oh, I forgot the final thing. I kind of mentioned it, but I didn't really. So the other thing about great for beginners is when you're a beginner, the fear is that the wind's gonna blow you out into the ocean, and you're gonna end up way out here. Oh no, somebody come help me! Which would be very scary. Potentially. I mean, the sea is vast. Look at this. It's vast. Can you imagine you're out here in the middle of nowhere? So anyway, so another advantage for beginners is the fact that you have this little kind of a wall type of thing going on. So if I launch from over here, it looks like this is where you'd probably be launching from, and I get blown out to here, whatever, eventually I'm going to run into this. So hopefully I don't